Are you stuck in that loop of trying to get something started and you have all the optimism and belief and intent in the world, only to a few weeks later kind of fall off the wagon because life gets too busy and things keep getting in the way? We all have these things and aspirations. We want our lives to be better in so many different ways and things that we want to strive for, but we often go through these phases or short bursts of fleeting motivations, and we don't quite understand what it takes to actually get from A to B. And so when we have these fleeting motivations and we have these intentions, we try to get things started, but because we don't understand what the path looks like and we don't understand what it's going to really mean to our lives, and we haven't processed that fact, then when the emotion wears off, we're left with this routine and this struggle and this hard road where we don't have that emotional motivation before and we don't have that feeling behind it. And so what happens? It falls down the priority list. My name is Zach, and I've been working with athletes for over a decade. I founded and operate Hoop 33 here in Auckland, New Zealand. And my goal here today is to help you make some serious change for the better while keeping it a bit real and understanding that we're not all going to be professional athletes and live for this shit, but we're going to, throughout our busy lives, try find a path to where we can make these small but significant changes for the better. And in this video, we're going to cover the mental framework that's going to help us set the stage for this success. And so what do we need to do? We need to take this idea, this emotion, and we need to create action and steps. We need to create a framework that helps us consciously make the decision. And I'm going to give you 3 questions that you must ask yourself if you're going to take these emotions and these aspirations and turn them into actionable, sustainable steps. Question 1. What is it that you're really placing value on that you feel like you're lacking in? This question goes to understanding where we're coming from. It's us thinking about, okay, well, I'm frustrated because I feel tired. I lack energy. I lack confidence. These are our pain points. Like, what is it that you're just really unhappy with, and why is it making you unhappy? And we do this because we need to start placing real value on the solution. We have to recognize that these are pain points of ours. We do place value on them. And it is actually quite important to us to see if we can get this solved and see if we can make an improvement in this area. Which brings us to question 2. What will be the impact on your life if you were to actually make real change in this situation? And this is where we take those pain points, that feeling of lacking, and we think about it in terms of, what if that wasn't a problem? What if we actually had this? What would my life look like? We extrapolate that out into the future and we start to consider, well, if I was stronger, if I did have energy, if I was feeling more confident, what would I actually be capable of? Would I be walking into work now, feeling ready to attack the day? Upright, shoulders back? Would I feel more comfortable to introduce myself to a stranger? These are the kind of things where we recognize what's lacking and what we're placing value on. And now we're taking what we place value on and thinking about, okay, well, if we're good at it, what does that actually mean? What are we now capable of? And then this brings us to question 3, which is, what are the stepping stones that are going to help us get there? Okay, this might be going to the gym. This might be working on some new skills. This might be doing a little bit of study to get better. This might be introducing yourself to 3 strangers. Okay, these are the things that where do I actually start? Okay, I have my pain points. This is what my life would look like without those pain points. All right, now what does the in-between look like, and where do I need to start to get there? And so now we have our framework, aka the goal. We have identified what we're placing value on, what the impact would be if we were to make the change, and now we're looking at where we actually need to go to get started. But why is this important? Why is it necessary to go through this rigmarole? Why not just head to the gym and hope for the best? We need to understand where we're coming from so we can make the decision, because what it's going to take to get from here to here is commitment, consistency, and that's pretty much it. But to do these things, there's probably going to be a little bit of hard work in the process. And if we're going to go through that hard work, we need to not be relying on our emotions. We need to be relying on our vision. We need to be relying on the purpose. So by the time we've gone through this process, made it clear in our minds what we're actually hoping to achieve, we've given ourselves a vision, some tangible purpose, we've already taken that first step towards where we want to go. And all we need to do is now make the decision to prioritize this purpose in our life. So here we are. We've landed. We've taken that first step. We understand our why. We understand the thoughts, the emotions, the frustrations, the impact that we're looking to have, the direction we need to take. We've made that decision to commit to something that's going to help make that impact. What now? It is time to get going and do something. Okay? You're not expected to get out there and be a better version of yourself instantly. It's not expected that you go out there and be able to run a marathon straight away. Like, we have to get that baseline. So even if you go in your first time, your first 3-4 times is a miserable effort, all we need to do is see where we're at, understand, go, okay, I get it, and then you just need to stack and stack. One step at a time, climb those stairs, because just that by itself is a small win. Just getting yourself there for the first time is a small win. Small win after small win, that's going to get you to where you want to be. And you have to be patient with yourself and patient with the process, but the important thing is that you start doing and start moving towards that goal. And it's the movement that counts. See, the thing is that staircase, it's actually a windy, rocky road. It's not always linear. And all that needs to matter to you is that you make a start, you remember your goal and your why. You know, it's that tangible purpose, that vision. Okay, so you're not coming back to your emotions, you're coming back to the mission. Then you need to prioritize it, which just means showing up. Whatever you do, if life gets busy, you still need to show up. Okay, even if your effort is poor, you still need to show up. And then over time, you're just going to stack it up and stack it up and stack it up and recognize the small wins. Recognize that getting there one time, having one go at it, introducing yourself to one person is actually a small win in a grander scheme. And you'll find that you'll get there. And so if you have a pain point right now and you want to get some help going through this process, get in touch with us right now and we can help you take that first step. We have a private consultation up front that we're going to do with you. We'll spend an hour with you. We'll go through this stuff. We'll get you in for your first workout. We'll get your baselines. And then from there, we're going to get you going on a good schedule that sets you up for success. If you're keen to work with us, whether it's here at Hoop 33 or online, just click the button and we'll be talking to you soon. In the meantime, all the best with your training, all the best with chasing your goals, and keep it real.